Yo, shalom, shalom. Call halalium la Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rechak. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who were well. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect, preaching this truth of the four corners of the globe, risking your lives and freedom to do so. Shalom, shalom. And I decided to go ahead and make a part 2 to the recent video I just did entitled This Faithless Generation. All right, because once again, 2/3 of our people have no faith, and the rest of these people have no faith. The only ones who have faith in this world is the elect, okay? The elect is the only ones that have faith, because off of the faith of the elect, that's how the multitude is going to be issued in the kingdom, all right? That's how because off of the faith of the 144,000 men that's preaching this truth, that believe on Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah wholeheartedly, their families are going to start to believe on Yahweh Shah. Their families and their children and their, intermediate family, their household is going to be saved, through that belief, through that faith of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, okay, which starts with the elect, man. Okay. All right. So with that being said, I'm gonna pick up where I continued. I'm gonna pick up where I left off. 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 7. It says, "And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed." Which, when you read James the 2nd chapter, you can't have works unless you have the faith. You can't do the works sincerely unless you have true faith, and you can't have faith unless your works show for it, man. All right, you can't have one without the other. You can't have works without faith, and you can't have faith without works. And that's broken down in James the 2nd chapter. So your faith, all right, literally your works is your proof of faith. All right, you going out on the highways and byways consistently, you uploading these videos consistently, giving arms, showing brotherly love, fellowshipping with brothers. Okay, you reading and studying, increasing in wisdom and knowledge. All right, doing what you're supposed to do by Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, keeping the law, statutes, commandments to the best of your ability. That's gonna prove your faith to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. All right, and that alone, the elect is going to be saved. All right, and guess what? Their household is going to be saved as well, because eventually down the line, they're going to believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. Whether they have to go through something, see something, or however the Lord plans it out to be, eventually, if the Lord ordains them to be saved, they're going to believe and have faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? So you cannot be saved unless you have faith in Yahweh while Yahweh Shai. Okay? It says, verse 8, "Shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land." See, that's why the elect gonna be saved, because of their works of faith, man, their labors of love. It says, "And within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning." And that's mainly what it is. All right, if you were sanctified from the beginning, you were predestinated from the beginning. That means you were chosen to that faith was created. You was created with that faith embedded in your spirit, man. All right, before the world was even created. Before the world was created, the elect was here. Yahweh was always here. Yahweh Shah was created by the Lord. All right, and Yahweh Shah created the elect men, the 144,000 men. And those men helped Yahweh Shah create everything that you see here today, helped create the world. But those 144,000 men that Yahweh Shah created always had faith within Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, man. Always. Okay, from the beginning, before this world was even created. That's something you have to understand first and foremost. And those same spirits are here today, prophesying. Those same spirits are here today, doing the works, keeping the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of their ability, man. And we're striving to be those men, because we don't know for sure if we are those men, We just know those spirits are still here today, are reincarnated here today. All right, but we don't know if we are those men. We're praying and hoping we are those men. Okay, that's why the scriptures say, to make your calling of election sure. All right, so I want to grab 2 precepts to back that statement up. This is Isaiah chapter 49, verse 1. It says, "Listen, O isles, unto me, and hearken ye people from far. The Lord hath called me from the womb." All right, this is Isaiah speaking. And Isaiah said what? He said, the Lord called me from the womb, meaning that Isaiah was always a prophet. Isaiah was always one of those men that was dearly beloved to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. He was chosen. All right, that means he was always chosen. If he was called from the womb, that means before his past life he was called from the womb. In that life he was called from the womb. All right, and so on and so forth, all the way back to the beginning. Isaiah was called to do this truth, to work for Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, to suffer for Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, ever since he came out the womb. Each life that he lived, past life, even here today now. Isaiah is still here today now. His spirit is here today now, okay, doing the same thing he was doing, all right, in the scriptures, prophesying and suffering for Yahweh Hashem Yahushua's name's sake. Okay, so it says, the Lord hath called me from the womb, from the bowels of my mother hath he made mention of my name. Meaning what? That means that Yahushua knew Isaiah, okay, all the way back from the beginning. It's Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 5. It says, "Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee." If Yahushua knew you, if Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua knew you before you was even formed in your mother's womb, what does that mean? That means that he knew you in your past life, and the life before that, and the life before that, all the way up until when he created you. All right, meaning that you were always a prophet from the beginning. You was always that chosen, that called from the beginning. All right, now this is a different man. This is a different prophet. This is Jeremiah now. Okay, so it says, "And before thou camest out of the womb, I sanctified thee and ordained thee a prophet unto the nations." So these are examples of being faithful. These are examples of men who was created with that faith before they even knew their lot. Or before Isaiah knew his lot, Yahushua put that faith in him. Before Jeremiah knew it was his lot to be a prophet, he always had that faith in him. Even us brothers here today, before we even knew about Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, that we was an Israelite, before we knew about any of that, we had faith, man. The Lord created all of us with faith to know him, all right, and to serve him, and to love him, man. Okay? Which we know that the love of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments. The Lord always put that in our spirit from the beginning. All right? The faithful was created faithful before we even knew our lots, man. Hey, the scriptures say what? The spirit of a prophet is subject unto a prophet. The spirit of a prophet is subject unto a prophet. Okay? So, I'm going to go back. 2nd Esdras, the 9th chapter. I believe I was at verse 8. It says, I'm going to read it back again. It says, 2nd Esdras chapter 9, verse 7. "And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed shall be preserved from the said perils and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. Okay? And to be sanctified from the beginning obviously means that you was always a prophet. You was always sanctified, man. You was always chosen to be the Lord's a servant. You was a prophet before this life, and before that life, and before that life, all the way up until the beginning, before the creation of this world. That's what that means. Okay, so now we're gonna jump down. I'm gonna jump down to verse. I'm gonna keep reading. Salakia. Verse 9. It says, and they that be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. And why did 2/3 of our people abuse the way of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua? Because they didn't believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. They didn't believe these prophecies was going to happen. Okay? Because if they did, they wouldn't be acting this way, all right, in the presence of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. They wouldn't be treating the Lord's men this way. They wouldn't be having this type of attitude towards their power. All right, it says, verse 10, for such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me. And the Lord is so merciful, but at the same time, the Lord is so cold because he's still giving you niggas benefits. The Lord is still blessing you niggas in this vain ass Esau's world, okay, in this kingdom. The Lord allows you niggas to get these PPP loans. The Lord allow you niggas to be wicked. The Lord allow you niggas to do whatever y'all want to do, man. All right? But guess what? At the same time, that is going to be the reason why y'all get judged. That's going to be the reason why y'all get judged, man. The Lord letting you have your party and bullshit in Esau's kingdom. The Lord letting you have your way in this kingdom, especially you women. All right? Especially you fucking women. The Lord is allowing y'all to be wicked. And the Lord is using Esau to give y'all benefits for y'all wickedness. But guess what? The more y'all increase, all right, the more you're going to lose. And the more you lose, the more tribulation you're going to go through. And the more tribulation you go through, the more grievous your death going to be, man. All right? So let your unbelief continue to make you more and more wicked in this society. The Lord is going to judge you, man, according to your unbelief. It says, For such has in their life have received benefits and have not known me. Verse 11, and they that have loathed my law while they yet had liberty, right? You niggas had the freedom to follow these law, statutes, and commandments. Y'all had every opportunity, space, and time to get right with this doctrine, to get right with the Lord. But y'all hated the Lord because y'all don't believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Y'all don't believe in the law. Y'all don't believe in these law, statutes, and commandments because y'all don't have faith. All right, 2/3 of our people don't have faith. It says, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it, the same must know it after death by pain. All right, so you people gonna know who Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is once y'all receive that grievous death, that painful death. Okay. Which the scriptures talk about the 4 sword judgments, and the scriptures also talk about those ICBM missile, that nuclear fire, Zechariah 14 and 12. Okay, so keep reading verse 12, so like verse 13, and it's the point right here. It says, and therefore be not curious how the ungodly shall be punished, right? Because the ungodly is going to be punished for their unbelief. So don't worry about how they're going to die. Don't worry about the ungodly. Don't worry about 2/3. Don't worry about the wicked, man. Don't worry about them. We already know their destiny. We know their end. We know what the Lord going to do with them niggas, man. Okay? It says, and when, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved, whose the world is and for whom the world is created. Right? Because the righteous has the faith to be saved. Which is the righteous, is the elect, those 144,000 men, all right? That's what you should be worried. You should be worried about how the righteous going to be saved. The righteous going to be saved by their faithful works. That's how the righteous going to be saved. By their works of faith and their labors of love. That's how the righteous going to be saved. Because they were called to do this and chosen from the beginning of the world. That's how the righteous going to be saved, man. All right. So with that being said, you know, I'm going to pretty much close out ending this. Call Allah Imlai Haba Hashem Yahushai. Once again, double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who were well within these scriptures and taught us this Amatha, which is the truth. Shalom, shalom, and on to the next one.